Hello YouTube and welcome to Bumpdraftin Superspeedway for round number 10 of the MFNSRA Season 1 Superspeedway Series. I'm John Dillon and flag to flag coverage will be brought to you here on YouTube. 42 cars here at a new track in the MFNSRA. Chris Summers in the 48, who's struggled a lot this season on row 1. He starts next to the pole sitter from the last race at Hagabon, Brandon Tedisco. On row 2, you got Anthony Emery in the 99 and Luke Martin in the 22. So those are the first two rows. Here's the rest of your starting lineup before we go green here at Bumpdraftin Superspeedway. Here's the command for today's race.
Drivers, start your engines!
Okay, so Chris Summers will be bringing him down today with his second front row start in a row. Brandon Tedisco to his outside. 2 Hendrick-powered cars and 2 Roush Yates cars make up the first 2 rows. Now, the story of the past 2 races has obviously been Charles Jackson. Why? Because he's won both of them in that HendrickCars.com Ford. So Charles Jackson looking to give HendrickCars.com their third straight win. But if he wants to do it, he's got to come all the way back from the 41st starting position. That's going to be very hard to do. We'll see if Charles can do it. But pace car is going to pull off momentarily, and the field will be in the hands of Chris Summers and Brandon Tedisco. We've got a great view from the spectator view here at Bumpdraftin Superspeedway as they come into the tri-oval. And green flag is out. We're racing. We already got some 3 wide. Mark Edwards moving up to the outside. We'll be seeing 3 and 4 wide all race long. Here they come off of turn 2, Jacob Lawler, the other HendrickCars.com car in this race. If he could win, HendrickCars.com would still get their third straight win. Here they go down. They went through the dogleg on the backstretch, now into turns 3 and 4. 4 wide, mid-pack and near the front as well. And Brandon Tedisco will come down and lead the first lap. Oh, I saw someone in the wall. That was Anthony Emery in the 99. Look at them. They are 5 wide. Oh, boy. They're getting close. Look out. Oh, around goes Arnold Columbia. And they're still spinning in the back around Mark Matthews in the 27. Columbia slides to a stop. Mark Matthews slides down the banking. Zach Buchanan with rear end damage. Let's see if they make it back to the caution flag. I don't see any reason they won't. And coming down to lead will be, it looks like it was Johnny Gardner at the line. Now they all got to slow down and sync and catch the pace car. And the M&M's Toyota is out in front early in the going. Daniel Voiles second, Brandon Tedisco and Chris Warner, a couple of teammates, third and fourth. And John, oh, I heard contact. Someone hit someone. I think it might have been Jake Williams and Luke Martin. Maybe others. Doesn't look that bad though. Looks like they're all just slowing down here to the caution flag. Let's see. Charles Jackson did make it through in that 32 car. So let's see what happened to Arnold Columbia. You're gonna see Arnold's car disappear here. That's just what happens at this track when he slides through the into the grass. But you see, there are 5 wide. What's gonna happen? Not and looks like LaPlante was kind of caught in a tough position as well as Jake Williams, and around goes Arnold. Now Arnold is very fortunate here. Look at Stephen Kimball just barely sneak by. We'll look at the Childress cars back here make contact. There goes Arnold. You see he's going to disappear. Arnold is very, very fortunate. As he slides right back up, he's going to not make any contact with anyone else. And for someone who's contending for a championship, that's very important that he didn't make any more contact. That car just needs 4 fresh tires and he'll be back on the racetrack. And that's a really nice job by Arnold keeping that car in control as it's sliding backwards. Let's see what happened to Mark Matthews and his teammate, Zach Buchanan. You see they're 5 wide back here as well. And you see the one car, looks like Buchanan sort of came down there in the 31. Oh, gosh, Jacob Kraus right there, 6th in the standings, made some pretty hard contact with Mark Matthews. Oh, Hayden Klein in the 12, Talampis, Adam Smith, looks like Ospina as well. Maybe Ospina. Let's ride on board with Zach Buchanan here in the air gas Chevy. You see that? I think this is all created when Anthony Emery here hit the outside wall. Mark Matthews made very little contact in the 27 as well. Mark Matthews very lucky. He was sideways right in front of the entire field. Watch the 27 here. The little contact he got was, I guess, from the one of Mark Edwards that almost sent him upside down. Otherwise, well, he did hit the outside wall pretty hard, but that car looked like it was pretty fine. So let's see what happens here under caution. Okay, so it looks like there was 5. I guess there were 5 cars that may have made pit stops. You see Zach Buchanan, he got the worst end of that when he got hit hard by Hayden Klein in the 12. But Johnny Gardner is your leader. I'm going to accelerate to the green flag. They'll be going green here on lap number 7. Okay. So let's reset it for you. Johnny Gardner, Daniel Voiles, Brandon Tedisco, Chris Warner, Austin LaPlante, Jacob Lawler in 6th, Luke Martin 7th, Chris Summers, Jake Williams, Anthony Emery round out your top 10. Pace car pulls off, and here we go again. Johnny Gardner this time, bringing him down to the green flag. Four wide already back there. I think I see Dylan Schwallenberg in the 20 in the middle. That's Shears on the bottom, Dylan Young, one of our championship contenders, in the middle, and Ryan Acosta on the outside. Here they come down the backstretch as Daniel Voiles looking for the lead. He's got his teammate coming up behind him. That's Austin LaPlante. These two work together at Hartlepool. LaPlante coming in 2nd, and Voiles ended up outside the top 10. Here they come off at turn 4. 4 wide for the lead. Here comes Summers on the inside. And Summers might have the upper hand with help from Anthony Emery. 5 wide again. Looks like Seth Carlisle's going to find a spot behind Dylan Schwallenberg in the 20. Down the backstretch. Here comes Pacioli in the 83, who's had a solid season. And there's the points leader, Andrew Schwartz in the 44. Andrew Schwartz comes in with an 11-point lead over Wes McCall. Cars coming at you in that view there, and did Schwartz just lead that lap? Yes, he did. Schwartz came through on the bottom and led the lap. Dom Capson, the 21, finished second to Charles Jackson and Hagaban last time out. 5 wide off of turn 2. Look how close this is. Oh, around they go. Jacob Lawler around, collecting others. Oh, Jacob Kraus and Arnold Columbia fly into the 51. Ryan Acosta collected. Jacob Lawler's day is done. Looks like Daniel Voiles may have been collected in that as well. Huge crash on the backstretch. Leader, CJ Sorensen came in 4th in points. He's the leader. Second was, I think it was Derek Umstadt here in the 56. Third was Colin McNaught. Jacob Kraus, another bad race for Jacob Kraus. Out of the race early at Hagaban, was upside down in that race, and Jacob Kraus's car is absolutely destroyed. He's going to be out of the race, and his championship hopes decline even more. 2 DNFs in the last 2 races, and Jacob in huge trouble championship-wise. His teammate was collected as well. Jacob Lawler's out. Look at Arnold Columbia in that 30 car. Lots of damage. Ryan Acosta collected. It's been miserable for Ryan Acosta since he finished second in Daytona. Let's see what happened. So we saw the 51 get turned around. They're 5 wide right in front of him. Oh, Dougie Shears turned Dylan Schwallenberg down into the 51 of Lawler. You see these cars are going to disappear. There is Daniel Voiles spinning. Alex Tanker, another bad race for him. Oh, Adam Smith. Oh my gosh, Jacob Kraus. I'm telling you, that was a huge hit between Lawler and Jacob here. Watch this. Oh my gosh, that is a huge hit. And then he hit the outside wall after that. Huge crash for Jacob Kraus. Let's ride on board with him here. This is not how we wanted this to go. You never hear lifting at all, and Jacob slammed into Jacob Lawler. The 2 Jacobs crashed there. Let's ride on board with Arnold Columbia, who has had a part in both cautions so far here today. We are spinning up in front of him. He took a pretty hard hit too in that Widow Wax Toyota. So a huge crash takes out some 2 championship contenders early on. Another one will bring him to the green, and that is CJ Sorensen. Well, I tell you what, I am anticipating a really good finish to this race. We've seen 3 and 4 wide across the line on some laps today. And this is going to be very exciting when CJ brings him back to the green here in that 14 car. Second is Derek Umstadt, Napa Batteries, making the debut of their season. Third is Colin McNaught. Then it's Seth Cole and Brandon Tedisco once again in the top 5. We've seen Stuart Haas up in the top 5 and top 10 all race long. All 3 of them in the top 10. 1st, 5th, and 7th. Okay, so the pace car is going to pull off, and here they come. CJ Sorensen will bring him back down to the green flag. Good start for CJ. Tedisco looking under Seth Cole for 4th with help from his teammate Chris Warner, a race winner this season. And now Warner looks to the inside of Tedisco. There's someone that was very close to winning the race at Hagaman. There is Dom Capson, the Wood Brothers Ford. That second place finish put him up to 17th in the standings. So Dom Cap's having another good run tonight. Let's see if he can get to the top 10 in the standings. Here's Colin McNaught looking for the lead. Here comes the pack. And McNaught is your leader in the Front Row Motorsports Ford. 4 wide behind him. Look at Anthony Emery with a huge run on the bottom. He's going to take the lead with help from Jake Williams in the 15 and the 48 of Chris Summers. Here they come down the backstretch. 4 wide, about 5 rows deep. Here they come through turns 3 and 4. Summers. In fact, look at the inside line. We got Hendrick, Penske, Hendrick, Penske, Hendrick on the bottom. And now Summers moves up. Here comes Luke Martin in the 22. His ride could be lost if he doesn't start commenting on these races. And Sean Galligan, who's been having some better runs as of late. And Dylan Young, our championship contender in this mix. Third in the standings after winning the first round of the Pigs Creek Triple. And that red Zapalero Ford, with help from Evan Earnhardt, going straight to the front. Evan Earnhardt needs to get back into this championship hunt after crashing out at Hogabon. Here's Luke Walker in that 7 car, having a good run. Oh, CJ in the back! He saved it! Oh, they're crashing though. They're crashing behind him. It's Elijah Koufax! Elijah Koufax, 9th in the standings, has brought out our 3rd caution. Luke Walker is your leader. Elijah Koufax in the 78 has been turned. Looks like he avoided a lot of the other contact. I saw CJ Sorensen sideways on the apron. He was able to save it though. There's CJ. He's 25th in that 14 car. Oh man. So Elijah Koufax in trouble. Let's see what happened. I tell you what, CJ Sorensen has made the save of his life right here. This is a really nice save by CJ. He's following Colin McNaught. Brandon Tedisco, his teammate, misanticipates his move to the outside, clips his teammate. CJ, oh, Tedisco, oh no, Brandon Tedisco was collected. He was having such a great run in that 39 car. That car's got a ton of damage. I didn't see Tedisco there. That car is absolutely destroyed. That'll take him out of contention for the win. He looked like one of the cars to beat today. Charles Jackson avoiding another wreck today. He's done a nice job. He's still got to get up there and win the race, though. And you can see it's just a matter of misanticipating the move there on Brandon Tedisco's part. CJ did an unbelievable job keeping that car straight, but then Koufax and Tedisco go on the outside wall. Tough break for both of them. And Elijah Koufax, we'll see if he can work his way back up in the pack to not hinder his championship hopes here. We are getting ready to go back green, and if Luke Walker wins this race, it'll be the 2nd time this season that someone that finished last or started last would win the race. Wes McCall was the winner in Talladega, and he did the same exact thing. We'll see if Luke Walker can do that today. He's got Evan Earnhardt behind him, who's been close to a few wins this season, as well as the guy behind him, Austin LaPlante, 2nd in a drag race finish to Chris Warner, and also had a really good run at Ricky Raceway, was in contention for the win before getting spun on the final lap of that race. So Austin would like to get a win. He's run well in that Ace Bandages car overall. And Daytona, he was leading before he got turned under caution. That's another one. So LaPlante hasn't had the best of luck, but he's had some good finishes as well. He comes in 19th in the standings in that 16 car. But Luke Walker has had a really, really rough season. And now the GoPro Chevy is going to bring him down back to the green flag. Here we go. Not a good start for LaPlante. Look at Evan Earnhardt all over Luke Walker as they go down to turn 1. Oh, he tries to move to the outside. That's not going to get him anywhere. Here come the Fords. LaPlante and Seth Cole in the 43. Finished 41st after a strange wreck at Hogabon. And Seth Cole dropped from 14th to 24th, I think, in the standings. It's Mason Rothjet. We haven't talked about him all race. up in the top 10 right now, having a good run. He's in the middle of 4 wide though, which has worked for most of the race, and sometimes it hasn't. Seth Cole looking for the lead in that number 43. Here comes Dom Capps on the inside. Luke Walker. Here they go down to turn 1. It is Capps with Luke Martin, Justin Talampis, Eric Burton, and there's Chris Warner also moving up on the bottom. Here comes Luke Martin. He's got a big run going into 3 here. He's going to take the lead. Talampis thinks otherwise, driving that number 19 car. And he's going to take the lead. Here comes Eric Burton, who's had a really bad season in that 55, having a good run today, though. And look, there's Wes McCall and Andrew Schwartz, first and second in the standings, working together. 5 wide for the lead. Can Wes McCall take it? Oh, man, look at this pack. Here they come. Through the dogleg, Wes McCall is on the inside with help from Andrew Schwartz. Now Schwartz goes to the inside. I watched that 24 and the 38. They were in the middle, and they have worked their way through the middle to get to this battle for the lead. That's a great job by the middle line, which is working. And Galligan in the middle of 3 wide for the lead. Jake Williams on the inside in the 15. And there's CJ Sorensen, made that incredible save before. And look who else is coming. Charles Jackson in the 32. Hung in the back all race. Started 41st. And he is up racing for his 3rd win in a row. Can he do it? I see 5 wide going into turn 3. Oh man, look at this. Andrew Schwartz is saying he's backing out of this. I just want to finish the race and preserve my points lead. There's Andrew back there in that JPO Absorbance Ford. I see Dylan Schwallenberg in the 20 looking for the lead. He's got it. Here comes some guys that were leading at the restart. Austin LaPlante and Evan Earnhardt. Oh, around goes a front row motorsports car. I think someone got turned. Oh, it was Umstadt. Alex Tanker collected. Look out! Oh my gosh. Some of these cars were flying through. Now this is not for the win. We are going to have what looks to be maybe a green-white checker, and Austin LaPlante is going to be your leader. Oh, man, I'm surprised we've had such little wrecks. It's really, it's been 4 and 5 wide packs all race long, and some of these guys have just been so lucky not to be collected in a huge wreck. We're not going to see most of the wreck here because of the grass disappearance thing. Let's see what happened. So you see they're 5 wide. I think I might have saw Nicholas Guerra here got turned. That's what I did see. I saw Nicholas Guerra when I saw a front row motorsports car. Umstadt and Alex Tanker collected. Wait till they come back on the track after hitting the inside wall. You see, yeah, Umstadt's got a ton of damage there. And Alex Tanker, also, I think he may have hit the inside wall as well. We're not going to be able to see much, though. I tell you what, I thought these cars that were flying by were going to hit those two that were in the middle of the track. Very lucky. So, yeah, let's go back green again. This is going to be a 1-lap shootout, and 3 guys that have been close to winning some races this season, Austin LaPlante, Dylan Schwallenberg, and Evan Earnhardt, will bring them to the green flag. This is going to be really, really exciting. And we got Ford, Toyota, Chevy, and Ford, and I think I saw another Chevy. No, it was Toyota in 5th. Where's Charles Jackson? He is gonna have a tough time getting his 3rd win in a row. Will he restarts in 15th? Can he get to 1st in 1 lap? I doubt it. But we'll see what happens. The leaders could make a mistake and wreck each other. We'll see. Austin LaPlante, as the field goes by, we'll bring him back down to the green flag. White flag is out here from Bumpdraftin Superspeedway. Who's gonna win it? I tell you what, with the way things have fanned out and what's happened today, anyone on that inside can win right now. And Evan Earnhardt and Johnny Gardner pulled to the outside. Here comes Dylan Schwallenberg. He goes to the inside of LaPlante. Here comes Chris Summers and Dougie Shears. Summers has a huge head of steam coming on the bottom. Can he get to the inside of Schwallenberg in 3? Can he do it? 4 wide. Here comes Ospina. Can he get there? Summers through 3 and 4. Ospina takes a 4 wide. We're going to have a 4 wide finish, folks. Here they come to the line. Who's going to be our winner? It's going to be Summers. Chris Summers wins in a 4 wide finish from Bumpdraftin Superspeedway. Oh my goodness, I never would have thought. And Summers takes it. Someone who's had such a rough season. And Summers wins a 4 wide finish, our best finish of the season. Probably one of the best finishes in MFNSRA history. Oh my goodness. We need to look over that again. That was crazy. Summers is your winner. Let's see that finish again. Watch this. This is reminiscent of the 4 wide finish at Talladega in 2011 where car 48 came out on top. He was really kind of well out in front here of the other 3, but still, anytime you see 4 wide is really cool. And LaPlante came up the outside and got 2nd. Diego Ospina 3rd. Dylan Schwallenberg 4th. Wait, let's see this. "12 times slow-mo here. Flagman waving the checkered flag, and here they come. Look at that. And the whole pack coming across. What a finish. That was something right there. That is really cool. What a great finish here at Bumpdraftin Superspeedway. Let's see our full results. What's even more wild about that is that Summers was 6th coming to that restart. And that's crazy, but he's our winner here. LaPlante 2nd, Ospina, Schwallenberg, Guerra 5th. As you look through our whole results, Andrew Schwartz, the points leader, finishing 26th. And that's not what he wanted to do. He's still going to be ahead of Wes McCall because he came in with an 11-point lead. McCall only finished 8 points or 8 positions in front of him. However, Dylan Young was tied with Wes McCall. He finished 9th. So I think Dylan Young's going to be your new points leader in that 2 car. And Dylan's had some really good runs this season, including the win at Pigs Creek. Here's the rest of your results. Out of the race was Jacob Lawler and Jacob Kraus after a huge hit in turn 3. Jacob Kraus is going to take a huge hit championship-wise in that 26 car. But those are your full results. And here's your full standings and a burnout celebration from our winner here, Bumpdraftin, Chris Summers.